Good morning, everybody. This is Charlie. So today is April 30th, 2011. It's a Saturday morning, and I thought I'd do a video on some eggs here. These eggs actually are not chicken eggs. This bowl that you see in front of you is actually a little teeny tiny bowl. This bowl is filled with button quail eggs, and I actually get these button quail eggs from this actually this pair. It's not a breeding pair. This is two females, and they actually are different color. They do look like the same color in this video, but they're very calm females, and I got them for free from a really nice lady in Fremont, and she gave me a huge, like, 50-pound bag or 25-pound bag of poultry feed, which is actually very good food for them. It's like 22%. Actually, it's game bird, so it's 22% protein. And these little guys, what they do is you throw in some nesting materials in the bottom of their cage. They pick it up and they make a little nest. And so here's one nest. Oopsie. Here's one nest right here. It's not very good lighting. Let me see if I can adjust it. There's one nest there. Then there's another nest box here. And in this nest box, they sometimes will choose where they want to lay their eggs. So there's two eggs in there. So these two eggs are not fertile. And what I do every day is I grab the eggs, and they always have them like the perfect little nest, and they have them together like this. And I can tell the difference between the eggs. In this video you can't really see, but this egg is from one female and this one's from another. One of the females tends to lay, well, they actually change the size of their eggs depending on the development of the egg and what they're eating and stuff, and the color. And they actually, they eat this poultry mix, which I fill every couple of days. And one egg is like a lighter color with lots of spots, and the other one tends to be a little bit tanner, or a little bit, buff, like a beige color. And the other difference is this one here is rough surface and this one's shiny. And you can actually see the difference there. I don't know if you can. But they lay them every day, and I get 2 eggs a day because I have 2 females. And I just put it in the refrigerator, and when I build up a lot of eggs, I just go and boil them, and I give it back to the birds, or I'll give it to different birds that I have. So today when I was doing this video, I accidentally dropped the egg on the floor and it cracked. So what I did is I decided to just go ahead and crack it open, and there's your cute little tiny egg. Now this is just a little spice bowl that you use that you can buy at the store, and you put herbs and spices in these little bowls, and you get a bunch of them. And so look how tiny that egg is. It's perfectly round. It's got the right amount of clear, which you can't see, and you can actually eat these. You could boil them for about 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then you can peel them under cold water, and then you can go ahead and cut them in half and throw them into a salad, or just leave them whole, or you can make a stir-fried rice with vegetables and throw in these little eggs. So I have eaten one, and it actually tastes like a chicken egg. So I still have to get over the idea that it comes from a little button quail and they're only this little. So I got a mixture colors in here. Sometimes they'll give me like a little bit of a, heavy red speckles, tan ones, beige ones, sometimes almost a little bit red. It just depends on what they're eating. And I don't tend to give these guys that much seed mixtures, but every once in a while they like that. And I give them some greens. I also give them some grass from the yard. And the females tend to like it, and they just enjoy eating it. So soon, in about 2 weeks, I will have some white button quails, males and females, and I'm going to put them in with probably in another flight cage. This is just a temporary cage since I only have 2 girls, and these are my egg layers. It's very important to give them calcium, and it's very important to help them with a little bit of grit. Make sure that they always have a high protein food, so chicken food or game bird food is really good for them. It has everything they need. You can throw in a cuddle bone, which these guys sometimes will pick on. I need to throw a cuddle bone in here actually, but they tend to ignore it completely. So I just make sure they eat their eggs again, so it's a good recycle. So now that you're looking at the video more, you see the one on the right is darker and the one on the left is a little bit more lighter. And they're kind of like chickens. I mean, these guys are tiny. They're only about, it looks to be about 3.5 to, I don't know, 3 to 3.5 inches tall. And they're about 3 inches and a half, well, about 3.5 to almost, well, 4 inches, I would say. They're 4 inches long. And these guys are calm, and button quills, you gotta play with them a lot if you want them to be calm. So make sure that you play with your baby button quills, maybe after they're about 4 days, 3 days, 4 days old, because the first 2 days you want to make sure that they develop their bones really well, and you want to go ahead and buy some of this game bird mix and put it in the coffee grinder and grind it up for like maybe 5 seconds, and then that's all you got to do, and just put it into a flat little teeny tiny surface, like maybe buy some kind of a pound of macaroni and cheese and take the lid off and put the lid on the floor and put your little grounded up poultry mix, and the babies can walk on and eat it. So these guys have this water that I decided to use for them. It just makes it easy for me to take it out and dump out the excess water, and it's always full. And they don't tend to actually put anything in it because it's just the two females. But if you have a bigger cage, it's really, it's better to actually get them in something much bigger. Like I would say per button quail, try to do about maybe 24 inches per button quail. So if you had a lot of button quails, you got to have a huge area, because these guys have nothing to do but run around the bottom of the cage and do what you see right here. So if you get a cage and you got two of them and you have a rabbit cage like this one here, you can go ahead and put two in here and this would be okay. But they really do like a lot of room. So aviaries are perfect. Height is not really that important to them, even though when they do jump up, they sometimes can hit the top of the cage and hit their heads, and you don't want them to do that because they can hurt themselves. So make sure you have a good distance from the top to the bottom, so if they do decide to jump, they won't hurt their heads. They're not really good at flying, but when they do fly, they kind of fly kind of crazy and just for a very short time. And these guys are really sweet, and I'm going to get them a white male because I'm actually got some hatching right now, and I have some older 5-week-old button quill babies that you guys have seen in my videos, and I'm gonna put a male in here, and I'm gonna give these girls a boy, and I'm gonna experiment and have fun and have these little girls hatch out the chicks on their own, because they really do like to lay their eggs in the nest box. And so I'll just have fun with that. But later on, I'm actually going to sell the eggs on eBay. As you guys probably have seen on eBay, there's tons of eggs on there. Button quill eggs can sometimes sell, a dozen for like $20. And so I'm just going to put the button quill eggs on eBay and sell them. So if you guys are interested in button quill eggs, I will actually probably do like a comment post on my YouTube channel, which is Charlie's Web 1K. And I'll go ahead and put up a little ad about me selling these eggs on eBay. And you probably have to look up my name differently on eBay, so I'm not too sure the details yet. So I'll keep you guys updated. And these eggs, I will be... Look what happens if I put these eggs in there. I mean, these guys are like... That came out of me. Look how she's looking down. So another thing is, if you lay button quail eggs on the ground, if your button quail are laying eggs everywhere, it's okay. They'll actually roll them over to their nest. But if you have a lip like this, they're not going to. And it's hard for them to try to figure out how to put them in a nest. So, they can lay eggs everywhere. But you know what? Get them started in the nest area. When these guys had first came to me, I saw them lay eggs like 2 weeks later. They just started laying eggs on the ground. So I picked them up and stuck it inside a box. And the females just decided to lay their eggs from now on inside of a box, kind of like a chicken. So from this, you get eggs in a cute little bowl that looks huge. And then you get your sunny side up eggs. And then you get your protein. Anybody has any questions or comments, don't forget to subscribe. I always try to put up a video a week, and sometimes I'll try to do some on Wednesday. So don't forget to subscribe for some more videos coming up soon. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video. I think I'll fry those up. Nah, I'll just boil them. It is morning. Maybe I'll boil them and give them back to you guys. Does that sound good?